Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to dive headfirst into the Masters of the Universe and speculate about the franchise's future in theaters. With the live-action film finally in development, one question remains. Who will be the main villain? We all love Skeletor. He's iconic, the face of the franchise. He will certainly be the main threat in the first film. But then, for the universe to become a major cinematic saga, like Star Wars or the Marvel Universe, it needs a villain who elevates the threat to a cosmic level. And that's where the terrifying and imposing figure of Horde Prime comes in. Imagine the following scenario. At the end of the first film, Herman defeats Skeletor. Eternia is safe for now. But in a post-credits scene, we get a glimpse of something much bigger. A fleet of dark ships approaching, a gigantic throne, and a cold, metallic voice echoing through space, mentioning the failure of one of its subordinates. This subordinate is Hordak, master of the skeleton. The voice belongs to his older brother and supreme leader of the Horde Empire, Horde Prime. For those unfamiliar, Horde Prime is no ordinary villain. He is the brains, the supreme mind behind an intergalactic empire of tyranny and while Hordak is a despot who rules a planet, Horde Prime commands legions, star fleets, and dominates countless worlds. He is the true personification of evil on a galactic scale. In comic books and animations, especially in the Netflix series She-Ra and the Princesses of Power, he has been reimagined in an absolutely terrifying way. He is not just a conqueror. He is a collective science, a being that assimilates the minds of its victims, transforming them into extensions of its own will. This idea of a villain who cannot simply be punched to defeat is fascinating and perfect for a second or third film. Introducing Horde Prime would elevate Masters of the Universe's narrative from a sword and sorcery fantasy to an epic space opera. The threat would no longer be solely about Grayskull Castle or the fate of Eternia, but about the freedom of the entire galaxy. This would open doors to exploring new planets, new alien races, and expanding the mythology in a way we've never seen in cinema. We could see him fighting, not just as the protector of his planet, but as a beacon of hope for countless star systems oppressed by the Horde. The dynamic between Hordak and Horde Prime is also a feast. Hordak, whom we know as a fearsome villain, would become an almost tragic figure, living under the oppressive shadow of his more powerful brother. We would see his fear, his ambition to prove his worth, and perhaps even an eventual rebellion. This complexity would add incredible layers to the antagonists. The skeleton could even be forced into an uneasy alliance with He-Man to confront this greater threat, creating an enemy dynamic. My enemy that fans would love to see, visually. Horde Prime is a blank canvas for creativity. His original form, with that skeletal arm and an aquarium on his head, is a bit dated, but the modern version, as an imposing biomechanical entity that connects to vast technology and commands drones with its mind, would be visually spectacular. Imagine battle scenes with thousands of Horde soldiers on colossal motherships, Horde Prime himself manifesting in different bodies. An almost omnipresent and invincible enemy. He would be the ultimate master of the universe. A villain whose plan and presence are felt long before he actually enters the scene. The arrival of Horde Prime would also be the perfect opportunity to introduce another fundamental character. Dora. In her classic origin, Dora is a Horde captain, kidnapped as a baby and raised by Hordak. The revelation that she is Adam's twin sister, the discovery of the Sword of Protection, would be a monumental turning point in the saga. We would have not one, but two powerful heroes fighting against the Horde Empire. Dora's journey, from a brainwashed villain to a leader of the rebellion, is one of the strongest stories in the entire franchise and deserves to be told on the big screen. So, let's go. With Horde Prime as the titular villain, we have a cosmic-scale threat that expands the universe. A conceptually terrifying villain who challenges He-Man in new and complex ways. The chance to delve deeper into the story of Hordak and Skeletor. Incredible visual potential for epic space battles. The perfect introduction for She-Ra, Princess of Power. He's not just a villain for a sequel. He's the key to transforming Masters of the Universe into a lasting cinematic franchise beloved by a new generation. Skeletor is the beginning, but Horde Prime is the future. And you, what do you think of this idea? Would you like to see him as the great cosmic villain in a future Masters of the Universe saga? Leave your opinions here in the comments, let's talk about it. If you enjoyed this journey through the universe of Eternia and beyond, don't forget to leave a like